Hello, we're here with Lyle and Erin Nissen from Nissen Farms in Mosca, Colorado, and they are the Mosca-Hooper Conservation District Conservation Farmers of the Year for 2014. I'm Patrick O'Neill from the Mosca-Hooper Conservation District, and I'm very glad to be here with the family.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
So, Lyle and Erin, if you would tell us a little bit about your farm operation and some of the things that you think about related to conservation of your land.
I think one of the main thing is over time is we've always tried to keep the dirt from blowing as much as possible, and we've tried a number of different things over the years, and now we're kind of back to, the water issues have forced us to get back into more cover crops, and we're utilizing those both to build the soil, control nematodes, and then we pasture cattle with that on that as well.
So what crops do you grow as your cash crops?
We raise potatoes, and then we raise barley for coors. That's our two primary cash crops.
Okay.
We transferred over to doing half of one cash crop to half of another, and then to one half of a cash crop and the other of a cover. And this year we started with 40s, so 3 40-acre fields under each sprinkler. So one is cash crop, one is a cover crop turn down mix to promote the soil and soil health, and then the third is either a grazing or just a soil holding type mix. And we have different mixes for each field. And
have there been some opportunities that have come along with that?
I think there's been some opportunities that we didn't have that came with that transition. Then we haven't fully explored all of them yet, but we're kind of dabbling in a few that I think show some promise. And to some degree, it's survival for us. So good things come out of adversity, I guess.
So though the water situation and droughts are becoming more persistent and less volume of water available, you're able to still adjust and adapt and make things continue to flow.
Right. So far, it's been a positive way to go about things, and it's one that our hand was forced, so to speak. So we had to do that.
And you farm not really in an island, but you're within a community. And how do you see your role as a neighbor or a neighbor amongst other farmers? Is there much cooperation in the neighborhood, or do people talk much about what to do and trade ideas?
Yeah, I think over the last several years it's gotten a little better. Always, you're watching over the fence a little bit for somebody that's trying something new and something different, and you can catch them here or there and quiz them. But there's been some things going on. We've participated the last 3 years, I think, in a soil health tour that's been put on by NRCS, I think partially, and I think that's a good way to share information. I think people get a lot of benefit out of that. What I've noticed is over those 2 or 3 years now, maybe 4, that the participation in that has gotten bigger and bigger, and so I think that's a good way to share stuff.
There's a few things that you've been trying out. Most recently, what are some of the newest things you've been trying out in an effort to hold the ground and try to encourage more healthy soil environment and keep your crops productive? What are some things that come to mind for you, what you've been doing?
Probably the multi-species mix of the cover crops, for what the fields need. Mainly a sorghum Sudan grass based mix with some other things like buckwheat and different radishes and things. And then we've also done some experiments with leaving barley stubble standing, using a stripper header and trying to plant into that and do some things. We're experimenting, trying to figure that one out.
Very good.
Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate the honor.
Well, thank you, Lyle, and thank you, Erin. And we're very happy to have you in our district and for you to be the good neighbor you are.
Well, thank you very much.